On Sunday, June 29th, Duncan Robinson triggered the early termination option on his contract. He will now become an unrestricted free agent as a result. The Miami Heat could re-sign Robinson to a new deal or allow him to find a new home. ESPN's Shams Charania reported the news via X. Miami Heat guard Duncan Robinson is declining his $20 million early termination option to become a free agent and will work with the franchise on a new deal to return or a move elsewhere, sources tell ESPN. Charania wrote. Robinson has been with the Heat for 7 years, having signed with the franchise in 2018. Now, according to Mark Stein and Jake Fisher, via a June 30th edition of the Stein Line newsletter, the Detroit Pistons could emerge as a contender to acquire Robinson. The Pistons, meanwhile, are likewise said to be weighing a run at Miami's Duncan Robinson to potentially fill their sudden need for shooting in addition to the interest in LeVert, Stein and Fisher reported. Robinson opted Sunday to bypass his $19.9 million player option for next season, but the move was made, sources said, with the expectation that the Heat and Robinson would work together on a new deal or pursue his exit via sign-and-trade. Detroit likely views Robinson as another floor-spacing solution to continue building around Cade Cunningham's undeniable skill set. Robinson has been an elite shooter for the Heat. Last season, Robinson suited up for 74 regular season games. He averaged 6.5 three-point attempts per night, shooting 39.3% from deep. That level of consistency from the three-point line has been Robinson's calling card since he entered the NBA. He's proven himself as one of the better movement shooters in the league. Robinson can punish defenders who get lost on screens. And he can square his hips at speed, allowing him to make difficult shots off the catch. Whoever acquires Robinson this summer will be adding a genuine floor spacer to their rotation. He can operate as part of the second unit or within the starting lineup, as he did in 37 games for Eric Spoelstra last season. Heat would be a strong landing spot for Westbrook. According to Bleacher Report's Andrew Peters, the Heat could be a potential top destination for Russell Westbrook. The Miami Heat could benefit by adding a point guard this offseason, and they should look no further than Westbrook, Peters wrote. The Heat are set with a solid starter in Tyler Herro at the point guard spot, but lack depth. The addition of Kasparas Jakušionis in the NBA draft will help, though he'll likely play more on the wing. Westbrook would be a solid addition off the bench, as well as a veteran presence on a relatively young squad. Westbrook is a former MVP. He has proven that even at his current age, he can still produce at the NBA level. If the Heat are looking for a short-term lead ball handler while Jakušionis develops his game, Westbrook could be the answer. Of course, that wouldn't help solve a talent drain in terms of perimeter shooting. In truth, though, not many players are better sharpshooters than Robinson. The Miami Heat are poised for a promising free agency period, according to NBA insider Bobby Marks. In a recent segment on ESPN, Marks highlighted the Heat's strategic position, emphasizing their ability to leverage both a sign-and-trade and the $14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception, MLE. All of a sudden, Miami could get better awfully quick here, Marks noted, suggesting that the team is well-equipped to make significant roster improvements. The Heat's flexibility stems from their recent roster adjustments, including the departure of key players like Jimmy Butler, which has freed up valuable cap space. Marks pointed out that the Heat could use this space to either execute a sign-and-trade or directly sign a player using the MLE. This dual approach could allow the Heat to target high-impact players, potentially transforming their lineup swiftly. Fans and analysts alike are optimistic about the Heat's prospects, especially given their history of shrewd roster management. Despite missing out on superstar forward Kevin Durant earlier this offseason, the Heat are a storied franchise more than capable of acquiring premier talent throughout the league. With the non-taxpayer MLE, the Heat can offer competitive contracts without exceeding the first tax apron, making them an attractive destination for free agents. As the free agency period unfolds, all eyes will be on the Heat to see how they capitalize on this opportunity to bolster their roster and aim for a stronger playoff push in the upcoming season. The excitement is palpable, and the Heat's strategic maneuvering could indeed lead to a remarkable turnaround. As the NBA free agency period heats up, the Miami Heat are turning their attention to a rising star who could bolster their roster, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. According to a tweet from NBA Central on X, citing insider John Krasinski of The Athletic, the Heat are closely monitoring the market for the versatile Minnesota Timberwolves guard. The Atlanta Hawks, Milwaukee Bucks, Los Angeles Clippers, Detroit Pistons, and Miami Heat are among a number of teams to watch in the hunt for Alexander-Walker, noted Krasinski. Alexander-Walker's potential departure from the Timberwolves stems from the team's depth at guard, with young talents like Terrence Shannon Jr., Jalen Clark, and Rob Dillingham ready to step into his minutes. This opens the door for the Heat, who see the athletic defender and skilled shooter as a perfect fit. Known for his elite defensive prowess, offensive versatility, and toughness, qualities that align with the Heat's gritty culture, Alexander-Walker could be a game-changer. Under head coach Erik Spoelstra's leadership, Alexander-Walker has the opportunity to thrive on both ends of the basketball and develop his game even further. Moreover, he'd be the perfect guard to complement the skill sets of Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro, something that can translate to winning basketball for the Heat. The Heat's interest comes at a strategic time, as they aim to strengthen their perimeter depth following recent roster shifts. With the Timberwolves likely to let him test the market, the Heat are poised to make a compelling offer. As the free agency frenzy unfolds, all eyes are on whether the Heat can secure Alexander-Walker, potentially marking a pivotal move to elevate their competitiveness in the Eastern Conference.